Financial services companies are conservative. They don't like change, and I think they're realizing that they need to change. Their audience, their clientele, their consumers are congregating in very large numbers on social media, on digital platforms, and using mobile technology. So if they want to stay relevant, they need to be there. I think what's driving innovation in 2016 really is necessity. It's the changes in the way consumers are engaging with all kinds of media platforms and all kinds of industries. So if you think about how much mobile has become pervasive in our lives, and you think about how important social channels have become in many people's lives, that is driving a lot of the innovation. In the past, many industries, including the financial services industry, relied on traditional media, television, and cable and print as the place where they would find those large audiences. Things have changed, and large audiences are now in different places. I think now you find very large audiences in a few small places on the web. So despite the fact that we have millions of options on the internet, large numbers of consumers are really congregating in a few places. So Facebook for social, YouTube for video, LinkedIn for professional. And so financial services companies are, in the early days of the internet, they would take media assets, creative assets from their traditional campaigns on television or on print and put them on the internet. The use case for consumers has changed over the last few years. It's a mobile-first world. They have a level of sophistication that requires a different approach from the industry. The financial services industry is a very conservative industry, and so breaking out of the traditional way of doing things with regards to marketing, breaking out of the traditional way of thinking with regards to regulation and things like that requires time. But I think as financial services companies have come to understand that it's not just young people, it's not just early adopters who are on social and digital platforms. It's not just young people and early adopters who are using mobile platforms. It has become a necessity. And so financial services institutions are coming around to the realization that in order to be relevant to the wider audience who they want to use their services, whether it's high net worth individuals or small and medium businesses or institutional investors, everybody's wired, everybody's connected, everybody's on these social platforms in large numbers, and they need to find a way to be there in an authentic and effective way. So if you think about the LinkedIn platform, we are a professional social network. So engaging in that context is very important for financial services companies. I would argue that LinkedIn as a platform is much more relevant to financial services companies than a platform like Facebook. Sure, a bank or an investment management firm can have a Facebook page, but it probably feels more authentic to have a LinkedIn company page. Now, if they're using LinkedIn and they have a company page, they can expose their brand identity, their thoughts, their views, their articles, messages from their executives in that environment, and connect with a broad followership. So people who are interested in that company can follow them on LinkedIn. Once a financial services institution gets comfortable in that environment, then they can start to expand their voice and amplify their voice more effectively.